So, when it comes to sports, when it comes to a winning streak, breaking a record, especially becoming victorious during a home game, it's always a wonderful thing to celebrate with your teammates. You celebrate that player for breaking that record and the winning streak and whatever, which is great. Wonderful. But in today's video, I just want to talk about how, to me, it bothers me how when it comes to sports nowadays, mainly when it comes to the NBA, you have players who are having interviews with a female or male reporter, but for some freaking reason, even though their teammates may know that they're doing an interview, they always gotta be like shaking them, like, congratulations, and being all loud, or they'll get like some water bottles and pour it all over them as that player is trying to do the interview. And I'm like, okay, why are you guys doing that? Well, the guy is trying to do an interview with the male or female reporter, and here you go acting all wild and immature by dumping water all over his head. It's like, look, I don't mind celebrating. If you want to dump water all over your teammate's head after a celebration, that's fine. But I just think it's messed up and pretty immature and wrong to be doing it when that player is trying to do an interview with a reporter. Like, does that make sense that the player is trying to do an interview, but he gets interrupted by his teammates dumping water all over him to celebrate breaking a record or breaking a winning streak or whatever? Like, just wait until after the interview is over with to celebrate. Like, why don't you just wait until that player is done with the interview, and then after that you can go ahead and celebrate and pour water all over him and give him a hug and shake him and whatnot and go wild. I just think it's rude and immature for these NBA players now to just be cutting players off and interrupting their interview. I don't know if this is a younger generational thing and it's a thing now, but no, I don't care if it's a generational thing. For all you NBA players out there that like to dump water on your teammates when it comes to celebration and whatnot, stop doing that, okay? You can celebrate and do that all you want, but just wait until they're done with the interview. It just makes sense for them to do the interview with the male-female reporter, and then you celebrate after that. I just find that annoying and rude for them to do that while they're trying to do an interview. It's like, just wait, y'all. You NBA players that do that, y'all gotta stop doing that. Get it together. I mean, this is sports in general, but I really notice this in the NBA nowadays. Like, I don't recall in the past, like teammates pouring or dumping water on like Tracy McGrady or Allen Iverson or Kobe after. And I'm not saying this because the players in the past, that didn't happen to them. I'm just saying it just makes sense in general, regardless of the generation. It just makes sense to let the player have the interview with the male-female reporter and then celebrate by dumping water all over his head and shaking him by the shoulders and whatnot and go wild and yell and whatnot. Not when he's doing a freaking interview. That's rude and immature. What the hell? And it's like these players don't care, but they should. I mean, my God.
I think it was the first time tonight we finally strung together some stops. Whoa, what? For what? Oh my gosh, Poku, you need to hurry up and come back. I'm getting bored.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder is minding his own business, doing an interview. And what happens? A teammate of his poured water on his braids. He literally messed up his braids. And I love how Shai responded back by asking for what? That was funny. That's what I'm talking about. That's right, Shai. You get him. You get your teammate. He's trying to do an interview and his teammate had to pour water on him. It's like, dude, just wait till his interview is over with. You can tell Shai was annoyed. These NBA players nowadays have got to just wait until their teammate is done with the interview, and then you celebrate and pour water on them all you want. My God. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. Tell me your thoughts. What do you guys think? Do you think that it's best for these NBA players to mind their own business, do their interview, and then allow their teammates to celebrate by pouring water on them after they're done with the interview? That's all I gotta say.